Hey guys, it's beautyriotx, and today we are talking about these two highly rated makeup brush sets for under $10 on Amazon. I'm fudging a little bit because this one is actually $11.99. This is $9.99, but it's within that very close ballpark. So let's see. This is, like I said, $9.99, and this is the Qivange 12-piece eye brush set, and this is the BS Mall Professional Makeup Brush Collection. This has 14 brushes, and these actually have, this one has a few face brushes as well as eye brushes, so I'm gonna do my makeup with all of these brushes, or as many as I can possibly use, and we'll see if either of them are actually worth the good ratings and the price. To be honest, I've never actually bought makeup brushes from Amazon, so I'm intrigued. Alright, so I've zoomed you in so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do one eye on camera and the other eye off. But again, I'm going to use as many of these brushes as I can. I put them in a little holder. We have the $9.99 Qivange brushes here and the $11.99 BS Mall brushes here. We're just kind of go through, use them, and like I said, I'm going to use as many as I can. Do an eye look with my Anastasia Prism and Urban Decay Burn Over Run palette. I know both these palettes well. I use them a lot. I know they perform good with my normal brushes, so we're going to see if these brushes do the same. They both feel nice. They feel soft. My only confusion about the BS Mall brushes is that the big ones all look very similar. So anyway, we're just going to go right into it. And I'm just gonna chit chat with you guys as I go along. I'm gonna use like a flat shader brush. So I just started using Macari, and there's a certain eye brush that I've been looking for, and I found it, and the girl I guess posted it like 6+ months ago. So I asked her if it was still available. She said yes, and she was selling it in a bundle, but I didn't want the other thing. I think it was like a Benefit brow product. This shader brush is working very nice so far. It blended really seamlessly. Now we're gonna do like a kind of a crease brush right here. Still using the $9.99 brushes. Anywho, I messaged her asking if it was still available. She said yes. So I said, you know, how much for just the pencil? And she said, okay, that's $5. It's used. I think she said she used it a handful of times. New, this eyeliner is like $7 or $8, I guess. But then she turned around and said she wanted the $4.25 to ship it. I'm like, for a fucking pencil? If you're gonna ship anything for free on Macari, it should be a pencil. So I was like, nah, never mind. I think I actually might go back and get it, I don't know. Alright, so far the two brushes I've used from the $9.99 eye collection are very nice. The thing that drives me nuts about Macari is some people, you know, they went to Marshalls or TJ Maxx, found the Subculture palette, found Too Faced chocolate palettes, and are selling them for full price, which drives me crazy. One girl was trying to sell this Morphe palette, but it wasn't a Morphe palette because I looked it up, like what, it was like the 35D or something like that. It's a discontinued, like all smoky, kind of grayish, cool tone kind of palette, and this was like a rainbow palette. I was like, bitch, that ain't real. I don't really know where I'm going with this, to be completely honest. Does anybody else have this Born to Run palette? It's really good. And also, I didn't actually realize this until just now. This Prism palette is, they're both actually very similar in like color story. I don't like this, no, but not because it's bad, it's just like, it's almost like too flimsy, this one. It's like a crease brush, I guess. I'm gonna go back in with this one, which I did actually like. These brushes are actually working very nicely. Let's try something from the other side. All right, so the more expensive eye brushes here, I'm sorry, I know you can't really see that well. Most of these are like the ones that are thin and flat, so we'll actually give these a try real quick, see how these work. And I am actually gonna go do the other eye off camera, so I'm not here for 5 hours. But so far, I'm actually really liking, like I said, the cheaper of the two. All right, so I'm gonna try this smaller crease brush now. I'm going with Punk, which Punk is probably one of the best brown shades I've ever used of any palette ever. It's also comes in a single, and it was in the Gwen Stefani eye palette that she did. This one's kind of flimsy too. Not awful though. The only thing I hate about doing one eye on camera and one eye off is that sometimes I forget what I did. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So this has, I don't really know what I would use this brush for. Like it's slanted and thin and long, like I'm not, like it's too thick to be like look at that. It's a little too thick to be like a liner brush. But maybe like you could do like a smoky line with it. I don't know. Alright, I can't use my fingers. I need to try to use something else. So Let's do, okay, so this is like a flat shader brush, so maybe I'll try this for like to put down like my lid color that I usually use my fingers for. Oh, it's going down okay. That actually worked all right. All right, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna finish the other eye and then we'll go on to the rest of my face. All right, so eyes are done. I think they're close. The next thing we're gonna do is brow. All right, so we're gonna try the two brow brushes. This one has a spoolie on the end. And like I said, this is the rose gold ones are the $11.99 and the $9.99 have like the gold, what's this thing called? A fennel? A rummel? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, let's give these a try. I'm gonna use my ColourPop Dope Taupe brow color. And these both have, like, they're very thin. Like the brushes are super, I've actually never used brushes for my brows that are this small. They're usually like, see what I mean? Like they're usually fatter. These are like very thin. So. Use a spoolie from this side and just kind of brush this one out a little bit. I think they both actually performed nice. You know, obviously I like that there's a spoolie on the side of this one, so I'm leaning a little bit for the spoolie, but I like the actual bristles on this one better. Now let's add some glitter primer and add like a sparkly shade. I think we'll do Eternal up here, which is like this coppery shade. I'm gonna use my finger for the glitter glue just because. All right, now I'm gonna use this brush from the Qivange, which is like, again, it's like a thin, flat shader brush. And normally, obviously, I would use my fingers for this, and you really can't go wrong with your fingers. This looks fine, but again, I would get more with my fingers. So I'm actually gonna use my fingers on the other side. Yeah, this is going on a little bit patchy with this brush. But, I mean, not awful. All right, so not bad. So let's do the other side. And I'm gonna use my fingers for this side. Both sides are fine. I mean, I just don't think anything can compare to packing on your lid as good as your finger does. All right, so now we are going to go in with foundation. All right, so I'm gonna use my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop mixed with my Shiseido Synchro Skin. And I mix these together because the Can't Stop, Won't Stop is a tiny bit yellow. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I almost hit pan on both of these. Or not hit pan, but they're almost empty. All right, and for the brushes, I'm going to use the Face Flat brush, which is a flat brush like this. I normally use my Beauty Blender, so this is just gonna be weird for me in general. Ooh, this looks very streaky so far. Maybe I'll actually I'm gonna do this angled one that has more of like a dome top on this side, and then I'll finish this side with the flat to see if either one is better than the other. Both from the more expensive, the $11.99 bundle. This looks very pale on me too. But I have to say though, a little of my foundation is going a long way. It doesn't look horrendous, but it definitely looks more textured than it does with my Beauty Blender. All right, so for the next side, I'm gonna do this face angled brush, which is similar to that one, but it's angled and it's domed. Ooh, this one looks crazy streaky. But it's okay, I came prepared. Oh my god, I look like a fucking ghost. This is awful. This isn't awful, but it's just not my cup of tea. I'm going to fix this with my Beauty Blender. All right, we're gonna go in with concealer. I'm gonna use my Too Faced. I guess I'm gonna use this one because this is kind of all that's left. Oh, did anybody see the new NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer? I ordered it in like a deeper shade so I could contour and stuff with it. I will let you know how it is when I get it. All right, so this has like the long, like tapered bristles. I don't think this is for concealer, but this is the only thing that would be close to a concealer brush. So I'm gonna give it a go. Oh, okay, it's actually working okay. Alright, so it seems to be okay if I'm like just patting it. That actually didn't work too bad. I'm pleasantly surprised. I guess I can use, there's another flat but slanted brush. I guess I could use this for all over powder. So I'm going to get my NYX No Filter powder, and this is in light. So we're gonna go in with this face flat angled brush and just gonna apply. I normally use like a much bigger brush for my powder, but this does not have one, so I'm just kind of using what I got here. And it's going on okay. Doesn't look particularly textured or anything. That's good. Alright, so that actually looked okay. Alright, now let's go in with bronzer, and I'm going to use my Butter bronzer for this. And I wiped off that domed brush that I did for the foundation on this side, and I'm going to do my bronzer with this because it's going on okay. Isn't Butter bronzer the best? Although I have to admit, I've been like obsessed with the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer that I got recently. This though is shedding a good bit. This definitely isn't adding enough contour bronze for me. Like I said, the brush I usually use is a bit bigger and fluffier, so it just covers more ground. Now, my only thing now is that I have no idea what I'm gonna use to do my lower lashes, because there's literally no brush close to what I usually use. I mean, should I use that? Maybe I could, yeah, okay, maybe I can use this. All right, I'm gonna go in with this parallel shader here, and I'm gonna smoke out my under eye. Ooh, yeah, this is kind of big. Although, that actually put this on really nice. Now we have to blend it out. Ooh, that was a little much. Okay, crap. I mean, it smoked it out, but I didn't. This is a little too big than what I was looking for. So that's just very smoky. Yeah, I forgot. This wasn't like dense enough. We're going to ignore it because this is part of the game we're playing. Let's use my LA Colors to the Max blush. These blushes are fantastic if you go to Family Dollar or random dollar stores. They have these, they're awesome. I'm gonna use the BS Mall Face Round Brush. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's actually kind of nice. Normally, like, I use my Morphe brush and I kind of just stamp it on and just kind of rub it out a little bit. I actually really like how that looks. It blended it out like seamlessly. It's very soft again, and it deposited a little more color than I usually do, but it's a color that I usually build up to. So I actually really like that for blush. And I guess the last thing is highlighter. Let us use my Melt Stargazer highlight, and we will use, we'll actually use this, the largest flat shader brush that I didn't actually get a chance to use on my eyes. It's a bit smaller than what I'm used to, but it'll do the job. Oh, that highlighter is so pretty. All right, we'll put on a lip. So I guess my final verdict is this. I actually think both sets of brushes were fine, but I would probably suggest the eye brushes over like all the face brushes and everything, because I feel like you'll use more of these. I'm pretty sure I only didn't use these three, but these are all very nice. I'm actually pleasantly surprised, and I'll put at least half of these into my regular brush rotation. And like I said, these were fine if you need face brushes, but since I don't, and I like the face brushes that I have, I probably won't reach for these again. But like I said, I will leave the link to both of these in the box below. They're both off Amazon. I have Prime, so if you have Prime, you can get them for free. Or not get them for free, you'll have free shipping. Have you ever found any really good makeup brushes or anything from Amazon? Let me know in the box below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.